the crowd. Here is my interpretation of the project management professional knowledge areas drawn out. And so this is how I like to draw it, and it actually got a lot easier in the 5th edition of the PMBOK for this knowledge area because it got a lot shorter with the inclusion of stakeholder management. Nevertheless, I like to use the analogy of a file folder to represent all the different knowledge areas in the project management planning, and one that we're going to talk about here is for communications management. Communications management is what you probably would think is how we're going to communicate, how we're going to exchange the knowledge. So of course you have to plan the communications. So that's plan communications management. And in that process, you are essentially figuring out who needs what, when they need it, how do they need it, how are you going to distribute it, how are you going to store it, all those kind of questions. The other thing is, well, going about managing those communications. So we're going to have the output of a communications management plan, which is your output of that first process. And then when you manage it, you're actually going about using that plan to direct and communicate, distribute information, all those different things that you set out to say you're going to do, and of course go about doing it. So your output is obviously your project communications, as well as any updates to schedules and documents and of course the plan itself. And otherwise, all you have is the other process of control communications, which essentially means that you correct the communications, or if things didn't go as planned, or things change, or things are unexpected, well, you go about doing your best to be able to communicate as effective and efficiently as possible. And your output there would be, well, requests for changes and, again, updates. And that's a quick look at the project management knowledge area of communications.